Well, hello everybody. I'm Dr. Robert Buda, the Lifestyle Doctor. Today we're going to be talking about the power of social proof. Robert Cialdini, the author of Influence, the Psychology of Persuasion, great book, great read by the way, talks about there being specific psychological triggers that each of us contain that can be used against us, but can also be used in our favor. So salespeople for years have been using these to sell things to unsuspecting people, and they use them again and again and again and again. But the great news is that you can actually use these principles to help you out. And one of the principles that we're going to be talking about today is the principle of the law of social proof. So basically, in a nutshell, social proof is if you see a bunch of other people doing it, then you are more likely to want to do it as well. An example of this can be seen in the schoolyards all around Australia. If you see people, see these kids, they're using these toys and using these gadgets, and then all of a sudden all these other kids want to use them, and it's just an ongoing cycle that goes round and round. I bet if you think about it, you can probably remember back to your own time at school and exactly what happened. And social proof is the trigger that's happening there. Another example would be if you're at a convention and you're seeing all these stalls, and then you see one stall, and there just seems to be literally dozens and dozens of people chocked in around that stall. Naturally, you're going to be pretty curious what's going on over there, and you'll be more interested and drawn towards that stall. And that's what the power of social proof is all about. That's what the law of social proof is. It's all about triggering that something in your brain that says, hey, this is something that we need to be doing because everybody else is doing it. Now, you can use these to your advantage, particularly in the health field. And there are some programs out there that are taking real good advantage of this. So Weight Watchers with their meetings is actually taking advantage of this. Boot camps where you're exercising with a bunch of people, fun runs and mud runs like Tough Mudder, all of those are taking advantage of that whole social proof. But if you really want to use it, you can also use it in a more subtle way to help you out with achieving your health goals on a more individual level. So firstly, one of the ways that you could use it is you could tell people who are important to you. So by telling it and sharing it with those people that are close to you, that are important to you, it really just helps to demonstrate, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. And having those people know that you're going to do it is actually really beneficial. Now, don't be afraid of telling the occasional negative person. Sometimes that negative person or that person who just says, you're never going to be able to do that. Sometimes that person just can provide you with the power and the willpower to succeed just so that you can prove them wrong. The second way that you can use this principle to your advantage is by getting an accountability partner. Now, an accountability partner is someone who you just tell one person who knows exactly what's going on, and they're there to support you with your goal. Usually this works much better if the person is also trying to achieve the same goal themselves. So look for someone who's in the same situation as you and try to make a pact. We're both going to achieve this goal together. We're both going to support each other with this goal. Really powerful tool there. The third way is to use social media. Now, got to be a little bit cautious with this one. If you put it up on social media that you're going to just do this thing, expect to get a little bit of feedback from people. And sometimes it can be really good for the right person, but other times you can actually become psychologically complacent, and now that you've announced it, decide that you actually don't need to do it. I know it sounds weird, but that's another kind of weird thing about our brains. So just be a little bit careful, but at the same time, this tool can also be very powerful, because the more people that you tell, and the more that you broadcast this out, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make this happen, then you can actually trigger that drive within yourself to succeed at this. Now, lastly, this month at ANC Health is Buddy Month. And so we want to use this law of social proof to our advantage so that more and more people can understand just what chiropractic can do for them, and people don't miss out on what chiropractic care can do for their spines. So if you know someone who you think, what, chiropractic care is exactly right for them, tell them to come down with you. Tell them to come and watch your adjustments, see what we're all about, and meet with me. I really want more and more people to understand just how vital chiropractic care is to your healthcare. And if you're watching this and you're not a client of the office, you're not a patient of the office, and you don't know anyone who comes here, but you're thinking, this is probably something that I'm interested in, drop on down. If I'm free, I would absolutely love to have a chat with you. So this is Dr. Robert Buda, the Lifestyle Doctor, signing off. You guys all have a wonderful day.